I'm Sean Kingsbury. I'm from Thousand Oaks, California. I'm known online as California MTB. The style of riding that I like is downhill stuff, whether that's enduro or pedaling up a trail just to go back down. So this year I'm riding a Rocky Mountain Altitude as my primary bike, 170 by 160 enduro bike, but good pedaler. I've got both of the Rocky Mountain e-bikes as well. I've got a Slayer from them, which is like the big mountain 170 by 170. I've got a downhill bike too. I've got an Orbea Rise. I've got a dirt jumper. I've got a road bike. I've got a gravel bike. But most of the time, I find myself wanting to ride my Altitude. So really quick, I gotta share this with everybody. People always ask me why I have a straw on one of my spokes. Total accident. My 8-year-old daughter put spoke straws on her bike. I thought it was cute, and so I put one on one of my spokes too. And we accidentally, myself, Sheesh MTB, and Benny McBenface in Australia, accidentally started this huge international trend of kids putting spoke straws on their bikes. And now, everywhere that I go, people see the straw and they're like, "Oh, California MTB, what's up? I know you." So now I can't take them off. I ride as a shop ambassador for JRA Bikes and Brew, right in Thousand Oaks. It's really interesting to think that my riding journey started with them. They helped me figure out what bike to get, what trails to ride. They lead a group ride every Tuesday and Thursday night, and nowadays I'm leading that group ride. So that's been huge for me. They made the introduction for me to Rocky Mountain so that I could begin my work with them, which has been an incredible journey so far. I'm learning a ton about bikes from them, love going to the events and riding with people. I've also been working with Go Fast, Don't Die since the days that I was racing motorcycles. So they've also been really generous with me. And my newest partner and sponsor is SSB, which is really bringing me the community and the sense of being on a team and being something bigger than myself that I was looking for. It was the missing link, the familia as they say it. So my favorite place to ride and my favorite set of trails are the trails right in my backyard. I've ridden awesome trails all over the country at this point, bit in Canada too, but nothing beats what you have at home. You learn every rock, you fix it when it gets screwed up in the rain. So we have a 6-stage enduro in the back of the house that's sort of mini 2-minute downhills that is my favorite place to ride my bike. So the reason that I ride mountain bikes is that I needed something in order to relieve my stress, get me out there in nature, and I needed something where I could do dangerous stuff carefully. After a few years overseas in the military, I just needed something with some danger in it. So I raced motorcycles for a bunch of years, and I moved from Chicago to Southern California, and I realized I don't need to drive out to the track. I can go ride something that's right by me and get that same experience that has helped protect my sanity in such a big way. So for me, mountain biking is all about being completely alone, just you and the bike, being together with a group of people, forming a bond you wouldn't form otherwise, having something that you can work on to get a little bit better every single day, which you'll never fully master. So now I have something that can help me age with grace as I keep getting a little bit older and a little bit older, and I can enjoy my family and my wife too. That's super important to me. So even though I have not been with SSB for very long, it's been an interesting journey so far because I knew about SSB previously from the riders that I saw. Every race I would see people out there having fun, winning, just hanging out, supporting each other with that SSB logo on. And I didn't know quite what it was about at first, but what I've learned is that not only is it a place where the riders ride and race and support each other across all kinds of disciplines, but it's also a place where there's a community, really a sense of family that people care about each other, want to support each other, and help each other grow in the sport in whatever way is important to them. A lot of people have asked me what advice I would give to younger people or people that are coming up in the sport. And I learned from myself that what I want to do isn't always what everybody else wants to do. I helped my 15-year-old son start racing a few years back, and he's already racing as a professional. He's far exceeded what I ever thought I would do. And so everybody has their own goals, and my best advice, my strongest advice is get out there on your bike, keep it fun, ride with people that are faster than you, and stay safe so that you can keep riding for a long time. I'd like to thank my wife because without her, none of this would be possible. Every time that we go out to ride and race, she worries. And every time that I'm done safely, I call her and say, hey, everything's good, nobody's hurt.
Nice.
And then later I tell her if the ride was fun or not.
Right.
But I start with that. So having her support has been huge.
Cool.
I also want to thank my kids for being so supportive of agreeing to go on every family vacation to a mountain bike destination.
Nice.
And particularly, I really want to thank Vince, the owner of JRA Bikes and Brew, who introduced me to Gavin from Rocky Mountain and John and Ryan from Rocky Mountain. If it hadn't been for that series of introductions, I wouldn't have met John from SSB.
Nice.
So I'm extremely grateful to all the people that have believed in me as I've gone along this journey, and especially my wife. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you out on the trails.
It's always